Well, these sleeves are not leaving much to the imagination, are they? As I begin this video, I guess I want to start with just a little bit of banter. I'm going to try to do so pretty quickly. I've been using this Canon 70D for like 5 years now, filming videos for AfterPrisonShow, and I've been noticing lately, I don't know if it's my vision or if it's the camera, but it gets a little blurry from time to time. You guys let me know down in the comments if you're noticing the blurriness and if it's probably time that I upgrade this ancient aliens freaking fossil of a filming device here. Also, hey, don't mind me looking like, I'm looking like the culprit here today. Looking a little bit like Jody getting caught red-handed. Hey, whoa, she didn't tell me. Hey, Stickman, I don't even know who you are. Yeah, folks, that's what we're going to be talking about today. The life and times of Jody. The behind the music, so to speak. The full-length documentary or something. I don't know. Also, hey, make sure you check out Joe Does Stuff as well. I hate to be plugging myself. Whoa, what? My other YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel is what I'm talking about. Man, a lot of stuff going on over there. Currently getting ready to maybe get flip number 4. And boy, when I tell you, wait till you see what's in store behind the door with all that. Also, just had me a little moment this morning with some people breaking into my vehicle. It's over on Joe Does Stuff if you want to see anything more about all of that. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention before I began this. Well, I can't remember what it is, so what do you say we just go ahead and we dive? That's Jody trying to run away after getting caught up in your house with, I don't even want to put that kind of bad karma on anybody's relationship. Va! Head first, come back here! You ain't gonna shoot him, are you? Head first up into this video. I had noticed on a couple of recent videos last week, I can't remember, but there was a person by the name of Ryan D who had commented on numerous occasions saying, I think Jody deserves his own video. He comes up so often, LOL. Well, Jody, I said Jody. Well, Ryan D, today, we're gonna dive all up into the guts of Jody, sort of like what he's doing to maybe somebody's girl right now while you're at work, away, on vacay, or serving time, or in the military. That shit just ain't right. That shit just ain't right at all. If Shorty ain't gonna do you solid, she ain't the right one, Stick Man. It's like what they say about love. If it's real and you let it go and she don't come back, you let her know. I'm gonna find you. Wherever you go, wherever you are, bitch, I'm coming. Actually, not that at all. What they say about, like, if it's real and you let it go, it will come back. I wonder if that ever really happens. Or if, for example, like your girl leaves you, not your girl, but somebody's girl leaves them for another man, and then she comes back. Is the justification and the rationale, it's true love. I don't care what none of y'all say. It's true love. So what? She left me for Jody number 10. She came back and that's how I know that it's real. I caught that joint like an interception. The STD that she brought back as well. But so what? There's a medication for it. It just still burns so bad. Forgive me as I get into this. I want to go so hard in the paint with this video, and you may think to yourself, either that was funny or, Joe, that could have went a lot harder. Bear with me. I remembered now what I wanted to mention at the beginning of this video. Because the weather's getting nicer, my neighbors are outside. So I swear I feel like I'm either performing in some sort of a nefarious video in front of an audience, or I'm like fucking Jay Leno in this bitch. Applause! One of these days, they're gonna be like, shut the fuck up. I almost thought about faking that, actually, like running outside of the shed, around the back of the shed, yelling, shut the fuck up, and then coming back inside, running the audio over top, like, damn, hey, they did it for real, though, that's crazy, I'm about to go. But that would have taken too much work, just being honest. With the fact that Ryan D mentioned that Jody needed his own video, I really wanted to dive into the history of Jody. And I'm gonna do that just a little bit, but it was while I was trying to look up many different terms for Jody and not being able to find many more, any more than I already knew. And because I was thinking so much about Jody, that I actually came up with a couple of horror stories, prison scary stories involving the bad man himself, the infamous Jody, the boogeyman up underneath of your girlfriend's bed that you can't do anything about because you're in prison. You know, Jody really is derived from the military. It was the military that you see so much in relation to this term, Jody. Now, I don't know necessarily how Jody became synonymous with the guy that your girl's cheating on you with, but I'm sure that there's a story about that. I haven't been able to run across that just yet, but I want to share a couple of things with you guys. There they go, they outside. Being nosy too, but the dogs will let me know. According to the Urban Dictionary, when looking up the slang term Jody, most all of the definitions are going to be in relation to a military spouse taking the wood while their soldier is away. And ironically, I would only run across the window. And ironically, I would only run across one prison reference with this definition right here. It says Jody is a prison slang for a guy who down your girl while you're locked up. And they actually use this term in a sentence. You better watch out for Jody. He's taking care of your girl right now. Is he though? And real quick, let me mention this other terminology that can mean the same thing. Just like a Jody, you got Jody, sport coat, Sancho, Mr. Steal Your Girl, and your shorty being at the big club. That's all I got. Any other terms for Jody? Y'all let me know down in the comments section. Definition for sport coat. A guy who is screwing your girl while you are away, especially in prison. For more, see Jody, which literally says the same exact thing. One more that I want to share with you guys before we move on, and this is my favorite. Oh, nope, that's not the one. I thought I had it. I don't have exactly what I was looking for, but I do have the song instead that I want to share with you guys. I have no idea how the song goes. I just have the lyrics here. Share a little bit of it with you guys a cappella. You guys know I belong on The Voice. So let's get into it. Did you know that there was actually songs written about Jody? Perfect pitch every time. Every guy I know trying to get ahead, working 2 jobs till you're almost dead. You tell them, work your fingers right down to the bone. There's a cat named Jody sneaking around in your home. There's a cat named Jody in every town, spending lots of cash and riding around. Ride on, Jody. Ride on, ride on. I have no idea how that song goes. I've got so many different melodies going on right there. For more on those lyrics, the ashes in your ashtray, the footprints on your carpet, while you work all day, he got the nerve to sleep in your bed, sit down at your table, and eat all your bread? Bitch, I come home and there ain't no bread. I'm gonna be mad as a bitch, especially after listening to this song all day. What you mean there ain't no more bread? When I left, there was a half of a loaf. You on the Kegel diet. You on the Kegel, so you don't even eat no bread. How you gonna tell me you ate 4 sandwiches today? That don't even make no sense. Why you gotta lie to me like that? You see what you made me do? Whoa, we probably ought to edit that one out. Joe be getting a little carried away with it though. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with it. TikTok go way worse with the domestic violence for some jokes and some views. I mean, Jesus, man, some of them videos I be seeing, whew, I was just kidding. There's nothing okay with that right there. If you know somebody who's dealing with spousal abuse right now, call the fire department. The fire department. Call UPS for overnight delivery of that affidavit to the magistrate. Shocking stories of prisoners finding out about Jody while serving time. Folks, I took a couple of notes on this, but these are really more like horror stories. If you're locked up serving time and you got a girl out there, Your worst fear could potentially be what she could be doing, who she could be with, why she walking funny when she's coming to visitation. Is he trying to tell me something subliminally? What you mean you fell and slipped, you herniated a disc in your back? Is that what that was? You herniated a disc, huh? You sure that joint ain't getting blown out? Oh, now you're going to a chiropractor. Huh, interesting. No, I don't believe you at all. Tell you what, when I come home, we going on Maury Povich and realize that was a lie. Hey, is it written right here? Is it written right here? Yeah, is it written right there? It's not? It's not written right there that I was born yesterday? Then why are you trying to act like I was? Folks, I wish I had the flashlight up under the face with the blacked out background, because these that I get ready to share with you are some of the most horrific stories that I've ever heard in relation to a Jodyosaurus wreaking havoc in a relationship like a Triceratops. Those were vegan, right? Probably should have said a velociraptor. They're probably way more violent. Don't they got a new Jurassic Park coming out? Yeah, they do. I can't wait for that. You know, it's often been said, I've said it quite a bit here, you know, that a cell phone can get you in a lot of trouble while serving time. Could be one of the worst things that you could get caught with. Back in the day, most certainly was. It was a major security risk. You could be planning an escape. Maybe nowadays it's not such a big deal, as you see so many prisoners putting a full face on full display all over TikTok doing dances. But not only could it get you in trouble on the inside, it can get you in a lot of trouble on the outside as well. Or better yet, it could lead to some problems being realized or had out on the outside. I heard this story one time about this prisoner who had access to a cellular device. And with that, you know, he was able to have a lot of communication with his girl. He could call all the time, ain't got to worry about if there's phone time, just got to worry about if he's got minutes on that phone or a phone card, really. And not only could he call, he could video visit anytime that he wanted as well through the Facetime. So allegedly the way that this story played out was, there was this one particular day when this guy decided he wanted to FaceTime with his girl spontaneously. You know what they say? They say the ladies like a spontaneous man who comes home during the middle of the day on his lunch break to see what you're doing. See, now I've pinpointed. I just bought another loaf of bread last night, and I'm coming home on my lunch break trying to see what's going on with that bread, and that shit's gone already. So I know whatever's going on in this house is taking place between the time that I go to work and lunchtime. Stay woke. Stay woke. So all I got is stay woke. I'm gonna find out what that. Oh, now the mice is eating. Oh, you was feeding the ducks? You was feeding the ducks? Bitch, we live in the city. We live in the city. There ain't even no ducks. You gotta go to the zoo to see a duck. Is it written right here? It's written right here. I'm about to go get that shit tattooed, because that must be what you think, that I'm Bozo the Clown. This prisoner decided to be spontaneous one day, and, you know, nothing wrong with just trying to FaceTime. He had the opportunity. Nobody was around. I think he was in like a back shower or something like that, acting like he was in the shower. But really, he was just sitting back there trying to get the FaceTime with his old lady, and the phone was picked up. He was so eager to be able to say, hey, baby, I just wanted to see your face, your beautiful face. Damn, girl. Hey, whoo, boy, girl. Look at that loaf of bread in the background right there. Can't wait to come home and eat all your bread. But he didn't get a chance to hit the Rico Suave immediately upon the answering of that FaceTime, because it ended up being Shorty Girl Child or something like that. Maybe it was his kid. I don't necessarily know. But the child answered the phone. Thank God this man was not indisposed. You know what I mean? The child answered the phone, and dude was like, hey, yo, where's your mama at? Oh, she's not feeling good? I hate that. You made her some soup? You made her some chicken noodle soup? You didn't. Somebody else did. What you mean somebody else made your mama some chicken noodle? Where's your mama at right now? The child would tell this guy that the mother wasn't feeling well and she was resting. But the child, I believe, would voice some sort of a concern over the fact that mommy must not feel good, because I'm hearing some noises coming from the bedroom. I think she's sick, or at least that's what mommy's telling me. Hey, go get your mother on the phone right now, child. Child, please go get your mother on the... If she's sick, we need to call an ambulance. The child would take the phone to the mother. Can you see how bad having a cell phone in prison could be? Call at the wrong time and catch the right one. Why don't you? Dude could do nothing but just bear witness. Like the president in a war room, watching through a SEAL team operator's GoPro live action camera. What's going on? Boots on the ground. The child took the phone up the stairs and into the mother's bedroom, where supposedly the mother was sick. But sick she most certainly was not. And in fact, in turn, supposedly she was in the bed, butt ball naked, legs behind her head in the pretzel position, as she was getting her back blown out by a Jody. There ain't no coming back from that. There's no coming back from, there's no excuse. You done saw it in real time. But could you imagine being in that position, not the one that your girl's in, wrapped up like an Auntie Annie's pretzel that you get out of the mall? Isn't it Auntie Annie's? What could her defense really be? The rent was late? You're not here. I gotta get these bills paid. Even though there was no explanation, no undoing what had been done, rumor had it that he actually forgave her and tried to be somewhat understanding, so long as she continued to send that. Yeah, oh yeah, yep, No, I don't think about it that much anymore. No, did you send that? Oh, you didn't? You didn't send that after everything that I had to see from in here? Well, ask him to send it then. I know he's sitting right there beside, let me say hi to Frank. Hey Frank, what's going on? Frank, you get paid yet? You get that direct deposit? The second story that I want to share with you isn't as abrasive and in your face as the first one most certainly was, especially for the guy that had to go through that. But this one also involves Facebook as well. There was this guy, I actually knew this guy very well, who was carrying on a relationship with a girl that, he had since getting arrested. And, he was very confident in this relationship as well. He was able to get on the phone, quite a bit. I don't know if he was riding the phone all day, every day, but he was definitely being able to call home, and he wasn't worrying about his girl at all, because when he called, she answered. And during visitation, she came to see him, and she sent money, and life was good. This dude had no worries at all, no reason at all to suspect that anything was amiss out there in the world. But back during this time, the cell phones, they weren't jumping as much as they are these days. TikTok was just a twinkle in its daddy's eye at this point. Was only barely thought of by the Chinese government as a way to create the world's largest social media platform in an effort to track everything that the entire world is doing. It's probably what they are doing, to be honest. But anyways, with the fact that, this is when cell phones weren't as commonplace, but Facebook was really, in the earlier stages. We're talking 2009, 2010, even though Facebook, I think, came out 2007 maybe? Dude called home all the time, no problems at all. I love you, baby. Thank you so much for riding with me. Use my ride or die. Use the Clyde to my Bonnie. Hey, we gonna be together. They was playing house every 15-minute call they had the opportunity to do so. Dude had no idea that the entire time shorty girl was living a double life. She was a double agent. She was 007. Doubling down, so to speak. Double fisting, maybe. Some kind of a way this guy would be made aware of his girlfriend's Facebook page. And if I can remember correctly, I think it was something like he called home to his mom, and his mom was like, hey, yo, I am so sorry. Are you okay? You holding your head up in that little soldier? And dude was like, yo, what you talking about? I'm Gucci, Mom. Beverly sending me $50 a week? I'm living the dream up in here, Mom. I'm a boss in here. These dudes respect me. I'm making commissary, and I got my girl riding with me. And I guess the mother was a little confused when she heard all of this, and she was like, Billy, are you sure you and Beverly are still together? Mom, what you talking about? Absolutely, we still together. I talk to her every day. She's here every weekend. The mother would tell him, there's something that you need to see. I don't know how to tell you what's going on. I don't want to be the one to tell you this. I can't believe you have no idea at all. I'm gonna send you a letter. This guy would get off the phone. He would be dumbfounded, calling home to his girl hey, yo, is everything okay at the house? Yeah, baby, we good. I miss you so much. I can't wait for you to come home. That's what I thought, right? But, I just got off the phone with my mom. She was acting really weird, wondering if me and you were still together. What are you talking about? Everything's fine. A couple of days later, this dude would receive a letter. Not only was this a letter, this was computer screen print-offs. Prior, I believe, to the ability to be able to screenshot something, dude's mom just printed the entire screen. And what it was his girlfriend's Facebook profile. And at first, everything looked okay. There's Beverly right there. She looking cute, well put together and everything like that. Got a job, in a relationship. She damn sure is. She waiting for her king to come home. And as his eyes would continue to make their way down the page, he would realize exactly what his mother was talking about. Because there in black and white, right there, pictured, photographed, posted to Facebook, was Beverly and some other guy talking about soulmates. And we gonna be together forever through thick and thin. You my rider. Dude couldn't believe it. Heartbroken to the fullest. And you know, he actually handled this somewhat well. He carried on that phone like everything was okay. Carried on that phone like everything was, I mean, what could he do? He knew that if he let the cat out of the bag and let Beverly know that he knows, well, she was gone. And gone too was that $50 a week. So he carried on every day. Yeah, baby, I swear to God, I can't wait to come home and see you. Oh, I sure can't. I swear to God, we are gonna have a great first day. That's for sure. Anyways, eventually dude couldn't take it anymore. You know, he was strong for quite a while, but I think things started to make more sense. He would hear some commotion in the background when he's on the phone. Hey, you know, what's that noise? Oh, it's just the kids. Bitch, we ain't got no kids and neither do you. You ain't babysitting, you're 30. So during visitation one day, he brought the printouts from Facebook that his mother had sent and said, what's this? What's this right here? Don't be trying to kiss me. I don't know where them lips have been at. Hey, yo, what is this? And Shorty got up and stormed up out of there. Can't believe this. I'm embarrassed. How dare you invade my privacy? You're locked up. It's lonely out here. What did you expect me to do? Wait? You were serious about that? I've got needs. I'm a grown woman. What other type of excuses do you think can be had when somebody gets caught cheating? You weren't there for me emotionally. You weren't there for me at all. You were locked up. Do you know how lonely it is out here? How are you turning this whole thing around to make you the victim? What about my feelings? That was it. Dude never heard from the girl again. And I don't know what happened when he went home. I didn't ever see anything on the news about, you know, dude driving off the bridge like Stan and Eminem. So I hope it all worked out. I hope that he was able to move on and find somebody else. But you know what? Truth be told, he probably went right back home to Shorty. Thinking that old rationale, hey, if it's meant to be, just let it go. And if it comes back, it's real. There's two other things that I want to share real quick before wrapping this video up. The first is pregnancy. This is a big one right here. Guy that I knew I was locked up with, his girl, he had been locked up for a while. You see memes about this shit. This is how real this one really is. But this guy that I was locked up with, on the phone all the time, girl coming to see him, and then all of a sudden she got to tell him, at least she did him the solid of letting him know, hey, listen, there's something that I got to tell you. I'm pregnant. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a dad? I'm gonna be a father. Hey guys, guess what? My girl is pregnant. Pregnant? Pregnant? Wait a minute. I've been locked up now for 10 months. How you pregnant? How you pregnant at all? Oh my God, I get what you're telling me. I get what you're trying to tell me. Oh my God. Dude wanted to be there. Because allegedly, hey, look, it was just a one-night stand. She was at a party. She doesn't know who the father was. She got a little tipsy. Blame it on the alcohol. Dude said he wanted to raise that. He was going to be a stand-up gentleman. I'll raise that child even if it's not mine. Triplets. I'm not signing that birth certificate. Hell no, you ain't about to hit me with the ×3. You damn sure ain't about to do that. Good luck to you, shorty. Hey, good luck to you. Supposedly, dude was gonna go home and be with the girl, be there for the child. I don't know whatever happened with that. I can only imagine. When he went out there and seen that girl with them 3 kids and he realized, damn, I just came home and I got the glow. Got this fresh white crispy t-shirt on right now. And you got 3 kids. You got tree fitty. You gonna need about tree fitty. I can't help you. Good luck to you. Raise them right now. Raise them right. Again, I bet you my neighbors are sitting outside like, what the fuck does this guy do for a living? Chatterbait? Is he an OnlyFans? Martha, the neighbor, OnlyFans. That's what he's doing right now. The final thing that I want to share with you guys in relation to a Jody entering the chat, and this one is a real doozy right here. There was a guy, was in prison with them. He had a girl. The girl appeared to be a little out of his league, you know, whatever the case was, but he had this girl. Maybe dude was hung like a fucking, like who knows? He had this girl. And I don't want to say a lot of dudes, but you know, I noticed that the girl was a little more attractive than he was. I guess any girl should be that, right? But she just looked a little out of his league, and I kind of feel like a lot of other prisoners noticed that as well. Well, I don't know how this came to happen. Oh, actually, I remember exactly how this came to happen. This other prisoner went home. Yeah, this guy went home who was a friend, or at least an ally, a representative. I don't know. He knew the guy for sure. But could you imagine Jody starting off as a prisoner just like you, or maybe like a soldier just like you? It's like being in the military and your girl cheating on you with another dude who's in the military. Well, this dude would find out that this other prisoner went home, took off the sheep's cloak because he was a wolf in sheep's disguise, and smashed his girl like a oodle and noodle pack on the floor. Bah! Man, when dude found out, I don't know, like if he told somebody, but I know everybody found out about this situation. And you're already dealing with the heartbreak that your girl has cheated on you, but let alone that the entire prison population knows that who she cheated on you with was the dude you was playing tunk with just a week ago. Your homeboy done infiltrated your inner circle just to infiltrate your girl's inner thighs. And I can't remember exactly how this situation played out, but I'm gonna err on the side of caution here and say that this dude probably was trying to be some kind of understanding about this and still trying to make this relationship work. Good on him as well for being just that type of a stand-up guy. Rumor has it, they're not together anymore at all. Crazy. They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But how do you know if your friends aren't really your enemies? And you end up finding out, unfortunately, when it's too late. I think a lot of people can actually relate to that, Jody or no Jody involved. Folks, that's all I got with this video. I truly hope that this was one that you enjoyed, and if it was, hey, leave a comment and a like letting me know exactly what you thought about it. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never be a Jody, and make the most of every day. Peace!